YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday, April the 7th, 2022, and I hope you all are safe and healthy. So I've been keeping up with the PTS through other channels, and I gotta be honest, I'm not excited for how long it took them to come up with this update that is coming. It doesn't look promising at all, guys, but as I mentioned in the video before this, I play on Xbox, so I do not have access to the PTS, so we're just going to keep trucking along with our build content and stuff like that. And today I've got a headshot build that, man, it is really challenging to use. I actually got this idea from one of my last builds to go with the all improvised pieces. So if you want a challenge, this is it, because trying to get headshots while playing on console is definitely a challenge. So we're going to start with the gameplay, guys, and then we'll follow it up with a build breakdown. YouTube, roll the clips.
System restored. Rogue striker drone detected. Defender drone detected. Agent down. Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. Rogue hive detected. Agent down. Rogue fixer drone detected. Rogue steamer hive detected. 0. Agent down. Immediate medical assist. Rogue striker drone detected. Agent down. Rogue defender drone detected. Immediate medical assistance needed.
Okay, guys, let's take a look at the build. As you can see, we are running the firewall specialization. We are using the exotic AR, the Eagle Bearer. We are using one piece of Douglas and Harding, one piece Providence, one piece Fenris, and then 3 pieces of improvised gear. Now, as I said, this build is really challenging to use, especially on console, which I'm not hooked up to my monitor at the moment, and I'm playing on a bigger TV, so it would probably be easier to hit the headshots if I was playing on my monitor. But I thought this was would be fun to run. It was something different that I hadn't seen yet, and it definitely was that, and it was definitely challenging, which I like a challenge. So, we'll break down the pieces. So for our primary, we are using the exotic AR, the Eagle Bearer, and this is tied behind the Dark Hours raid. So some of you may not have this, and if you don't, that is okay. You can still run this build. I would just recommend using the FAMAS, the FAL, the Carbine 7 with NSYNC or Optimus would be probably a nice switch out for this. For my secondary, I'm using the mop shotgun for no particular reason. It hardly gets used, but it is nice when they're down to switch to this and kill them and get some armor on kill. But at the same time, if you kill them while they're down, you can proc tenacity on your Eagle Bearer. So it's kind of a 50-50 on that. Moving on to our first piece of gear, we are running the Douglas and Harding mask, and it's the named mask, the Punch Truck, which comes with 20% headshot damage, and I've got armor wrote onto this, and critical hit damage, and then a headshot damage mod. Now, if I could switch one piece on this build, this would be it, because a better piece would be the Chill Out mask, and it's going to give you the same amount of headshot damage. You can run it with armor, then headshot damage, and then 2 headshot damage mods. And that's going to give you 30% headshot damage, the same as this punch drunk is going to give you. The only difference is instead of the 20% pistol damage that you're not needed from the gear piece bonus, you would get 5% total armor, which is much better than the pistol damage. So if I had a chill out mask with armor and headshot damage, and I could put 2 headshot damage mods in there and still get 30% headshot damage off of one piece, that is what I would go with over this punch drunk. On our chest piece, we went with the Fenris chest piece, which is going to give us that 10% assault rifle damage. We've got weapon damage, critical hit chance, headshot damage, and a headshot damage mod. On the talent, we went with Unbreakable, which says when your armor is depleted, repair 95% of your armor. And that just kind of gives us that second life, since we're going to be trying to hit headshots, and we're going to be playing a lot of meta builds, against a lot of meta builds. And it's just going to give us that second life and give us more chances to get those headshots landed. Moving on to the holster, we are running our first piece of improvised, and we've got armor, headshot damage, critical hit chance, and a headshot damage mod. For the knee pads, we have got an improvised gear piece, and we've got armor, critical hit chance, headshot damage, and a headshot damage mod. And for the gloves, you're catching the trend. We've got improvised gloves with armor, critical hit chance, headshot damage, and a headshot damage mod. And last but not least, we are running a Providence backpack, and this is the named one, the Gift, and it's going to give us that 15% headshot damage, and we've got weapon damage, headshot damage, critical hit chance, and then a critical hit chance mod. The talent on the Gift is the Perfect Vigilance talent, which says increases total weapon damage by 25%. And taking damage is going to disable that buff for 3 seconds. Now, you could also run concussion here, but I found that the vigilance worked better for me in this build. Moving on to our skills, yes, I am using the Striker Shield. As mentioned, it is a challenge to hit these headshots, so this is going to give me a little bit of survivability. And it's also going to give us that that amplified damage to the enemies that are 10 meters in front of our shield. For my second skill, I went with the Defender Drone, and again, this is for more survivability while I am trying to land my headshots. Taking a look at the stat sheet, guys, we are at 50 critical hit chance, only 72 critical hit damage, and then we are at 202 headshot damage. Now, as you guys could see, my build is nowhere near fully optimized, and when this thing is fully optimized, you're going to get around a 58% critical hit chance, so nearly max. That's give or take a little bit, and then around 240 headshot damage, give or take a little bit. That's going to do it for today's build video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to smash the like and leave me a comment. And as always, subscribe for more content in the future.